Man, I'm looking at a lot of this Diddy, man. His daughters walked out today of the courtroom.
They walked out?
They walked out. They did not want to hear what Dad was doing.
They got to go swimming.
Yeah. So the details are coming out. By the way, just whenever you thought, is this guy really that bad? It is horrific how bad he is. And apparently he looked at his family and did a heart motion to them today. Love you guys.
It's almost
Isn't
like
that sweet?
When you hear these things, which are obviously they're alleged, but when you hear these things, it's almost perversion for the sake of perversion.
Yes. Yeah. She's pregnant, by the way, on the stand. She's like
his ex-girlfriend?
Yeah, she's 8 months pregnant. How would that? Baby, when I had you, I had to go in front of the world and tell them about all the horrific things that this guy did to me.
Oh, my gosh.
The one guy that they, again, we're talking about, first of all, this is a huge story. And because I don't think the kind of size of this story, it's not just about how big he is, it's everybody else around him. Right? Like with Jeffrey Epstein, a lot of it is, yeah, you've got a few celebs, but most of them are political figures that you wouldn't recognize outside of Prince Andrew and powerful CEOs. These are A-list stars. And, some of this stuff that they're talking about, they said she would be taking drugs, forced to take drugs and drink for hours, sometimes 72 hours and more, having sex with people while he filmed.
Goodness. She was basically a sex slave.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah, perversion for the sake of perversion.
Yeah. One of the testimonies, escort Daniel Phillip said he was paid $6,000 per session to have sex with Cassie. And he knew there were times when he also felt horrible, but I think at that time too, you're also terrified because he's probably got giant guys around and you're afraid to say anything. Because he said that she was out of it at times.
Goodness.
Man, but I'm still waiting for when they get to call their witnesses. And they're like, so-and-so and such and such. And you're going to start to see people show up at the courtroom with their heads, covered as they run into the courtroom. And they're just stoked that they're not on here as far as like it's being filmed, even though there'll be drawings of it, which is, and some people, there's going to be guilt by association, and some people are victims. And that's why we said earlier, the whole thing with Justin Bieber, I think is the most, out of this so far, is just horrific for what we've heard.
Yeah, and the fact that he was underage just makes it even worse.
Yeah, but the whole, wondering why this kid looks like he's on heroin right now is because he probably hasn't eaten for days.
Yeah, I'm sure stress is probably just racking.
Yeah, sucking his soul. That's just got to be the worst.
Is he on the witness list?
I don't know. I don't know which, because remember, just like Weinstein, there may be several trials. Bill and I were talking about this, Ken. What do you think of this? The reason he's not pled guilty is because he knows he's going to jail forever. Not only can you destroy people, but this is the last few times he's going to be out in a suit anywhere.
Could be.
So at least it's something that's not a cell all day.
Yeah, he's getting, exactly. He's getting out, and his mind is probably thinking, maybe, just maybe, I'll get acquitted.
If we can get to enough of these witnesses, it's too late, though. And, the thing is, for all the stuff that and why the video, I continue to go back to the video. If you've never seen the video, don't see the video of Cassie and him. Why it's important is that those, pictures worth 1,000, it's worth 1,000,000. The video's worth 1,000,000,000 words. Because the video plays no role in the actual case. He's not on trial for domestic abuse.
Right.
But the fact that they allowed it. How are you sitting there as a juror not going, my God? Not only hearing this stuff, because again, being a freak, ain't nothing wrong with being a freak. Right? You can be a freak all day as long as you're not hurting anybody. But you're planting seeds along the way. And trial attorneys will get shots in that they know the judge is going to say, you're like, you go and and they say overruled, or they say, they'll look at the jury and say, disregard. You can't disregard that.
Yeah, once it's in your psyche, it's there.
Yeah. and they know that. So he's going to go to jail. For how long do you think he is before eventually something accidental happens to him?
Yeah, they are not kind to predators in the big house.
No, sir.
The only thing that has the potential to save him is the fact that he can pay off a lot of people that would want to shank him for the cred.
Do you think Sam Bankman-Fried is running that place right now?
No.
No, probably not.
No. He's